Hi everybody, I'm Joe Hirsch and it's great to be learning with you for part 3 of our series on Malkut, court-imposed lashes. Previously, we learned that whenever the court administers lashes, it will decide a certain number, anywhere between 3 and 39, to administer to Edom Zomimim based on their relative health and well-being. Witnesses who are healthier might receive the higher end of the range. Witnesses who are not in good health might receive the lower end. But how do we determine the number of lashes that they receive and the total number of lashes altogether? Here it's important to take a look at some of the sources in the Torah to understand the powers and limitations of Malkut. The Torah tells us in Parshat Shoftim, V'haya im bin hakot arasha, if when someone is determined to be wicked, as in the case of Edom Zomimim, v'hipilu hashofet, the shofet, the judge, literally causes this individual to prostrate himself on the floor in a fetal position, v'hikaun lefanav kedei rishato, and strikes him according to his relative wickedness, bimbispar, with a number of lashes that is determined, as we said, based on his health and well-being. The next verse is also interesting. It says, Arba'im yakenu lo yosif. As far as the high end of the range, you should not surpass 40, which begs the question, why is the high range of Malkut 39 and not 40? How we arrive at the maximum of 39 is actually the product of some rabbinic fancy footwork. When the rabbis look at these two verses, they actually compound them and look at the very end of that first verse and the beginning of the second verse to read as follows. Bimispar arba'im yakenu. With a number about 40, but not quite 40, should you strike the individual. Meaning, do not surpass a number that is close to 40, i.e. 39. That's where 39 lashes come from as far as the high end of that range. As far as how many total lashes to dole out to these individuals, as we said in previous lessons, it does depend on their relative health and well-being, and further, on their ability to stand the lashes, so that if the lashes are commenced and the individual shows signs of fatigue or physical pain, we stop no matter where the person is in the Malkut count. This is derived from the very end of the second verse, V'nikla achicha le'einecha, your brother, referring to the person who is receiving lashes, shall not become degraded in your eyes. That's both a prerogative for how many lashes to give, in other words, lowball the figure so that you don't give more than that person can actually stand, and even once the person begins to receive a count of lashes that is deemed appropriate, that count of lashes can be adjusted midway if the individual shows signs of physical pain. These are some of the considerations that are derived from the Torah itself. In our final installment in a series on Malkut, we'll take a look at the big question of why we dole out Malkut in the first place and what it is intended to accomplish.